let's kiki on this interesting story. So this tea is hotter than Orlando asphalt in July, baby, all right? Snoop Dogg is in the hot seat after comments about Pixar's Lightyear. Yes, the one with the lesbian moms, okay? That had the LGBTQ plus fam. He said queer characters in kids' films made him scared, which, let's be real, sounds more like homophobia than honesty. Then, from his verified Instagram came a so-called apology that said, quote, "My bad, I need to learn more," end quote. Cute, right? Well, not so fast. His reps now claim that the apology post was fake. Meanwhile, the comment is still up with hundreds of replies. Snoop Dogg's fake apology sparks queer outrage. What are we all talking about? Let's see this video about what Snoop Dogg actually said.
That's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Lightyear.
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
What'd you tell them?
Watch the movie. Eat this popcorn. Shh.
You said, we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like,
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah. And I don't even know the answer that's rehearsed. What am I supposed to say? Is what was the lady used to be I got questions. Now I got questions.
Me too. And I was just there to go to sleep and watch the movie. The nigga woke me up. I'm in there. Huh? They just said that she had a baby. How? They both women. Oh man, damn. Here, eat this popcorn.
Damn.
You know, I was upset when Snoop, well, how about this? I should have known it was all downhill when Snoop performed at Trump's thing, right? A couple months back. And at that moment, I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt, right? And the benefit of the doubt was very low, Jess, because again, in this day and age, if you're not with us, you're against us at this point, right? I can't, you know? I grew up with Snoop Dogg, Jess.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, so it's like I'm losing all these childhood role models, and now I'm seeing that they were never role models, right? You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan was never a mother effing role model, right? You know, all the alleged things he's done to his family, God knows, right? And then here we are with Snoop saying, instead of taking a moment where it could have been an educational moment, right? He didn't have to say, hey, women have sex like this. He just had to say, love is love, and they're two moms and they have a child. You didn't need a lot of explanation. What I want to know is, all your songs are about hurting cops, hurting people, smoking weed. That's okay for little kids to look at and talk about and ask questions about, but you were stumped when she said, hey, how can two women have a baby together?
Well, and you just hit it on the head. Like, that was such a beautiful educational moment. Like, and when you're a kid and you have that question because you see something, like, that's a really important, and you're responsible and should be excited to have that conversation with your kid and teach them about this, right? Obviously, I know that this is not always the mindset of most people, but going back to like when we were kids, right? What we see, it's like these conversations aren't happening. You know, we know who they are now, but when we were kids, they were those people, right? But like, we're not having all these conversations. So starting young that was a perfect moment. And for you to make it about you not being able to like watch the movie, you didn't come here for this. I'm sorry, I'm upset. Like, kids are my passion. Like, dude, like, kids are my passion.
I love
like,
that.
I love youth. Like, that's what I used to do. Yeah.
Aww, that makes me love you even more. Like, I can't stand kids.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You understand?
No, there's not. No.
And it's okay. You know what I mean?
I love
Like,
that you know that.
I love that I know that, and I love that if I spend time with a kid and then I get to give them away, it's enough time.
Perfect.
You know, and then it's on my, you know what I mean? But I do believe that they are the future.
Yeah.
And I would, have taken that moment to inspire and educate. You understand? Like, would he rather his granddaughter get that information elsewhere?
Right. And then the response that she received was just eat your popcorn. like just eat your popcorn. It's like, so what? She's not allowed to ask like, what is that teaching her? She's not allowed to ask questions. That type of question was wrong. So you're already instilling things, and that's why I like and I said this. I'm like, my blood is boiling right now because like kids get to ask questions and they get to like receive, like they can take it.
Yes.
Like don't make it about you.
And that's what's part about being a kid. Like, there was no malice in that little girl asking. She was just asking.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It.
Like,
yeah.
Kids watch a movie and they see the whole movie. They see every little part of that screen and they notice it, right?
Yeah.
And again, the answer could have been 5 words, right? It could have been love, they have a baby.
That's
or
it.
if you didn't, they adopted. I don't know. You know what I mean? Whatever you would have, you made it malicious by saying, eat your popcorn,
Exactly.
Stop asking questions.
Exactly. And it could have simply been like, that is such a good question. And we'll talk about this after the movie, right? But you're going to, like, it's going to be a great conversation. Obviously, that's not necessarily what he would have said, but it could have been like that simple, like, hey, we're in the middle of a movie. I love that you asked that question. Let's answer it after.
100%.
Right? And then they are like, oh, okay. Like, they're fine with that. And they continue watching the movie. And then you have the conversation. Easy.
Yeah.
It's
easy.
But like, yeah,
But
I'm not happy about that.
I mean, listen, not cool, Snoop Dogg.
Not cool,
I know you don't give a crap about your LGBTQ plus fans, but a lot of us grew up with you, and like I said, that was a complete wasted opportunity, from your seat. There's been a lot of times that people have had to explain your music and your lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, since we're a lifestyle, you know what I mean? Like, that's a
good point.
I think I went from mad to saddened. Now I'm sad about the little girl, you know what I mean? Because now I don't want that girl, that's the fear-based shit, right? That's why people grow up fearing us, not knowing about us, not thinking that we're animals, you know what I mean?
Because they can't even ask a question about it, right?
Yeah.
And like, it's just, these are really important opportunities. Like, I just urge everyone, like, if you have these opportunities, take the time and like really like have it intentionally and with loveness and kindness. Like, that's
loveness
it.
and kindness. I mean, listen, Gaunts and Gunkles are like the best ever. You know what I mean? Like, and
we love talking about it.
Points of reference. If you need one of us, call Jess.
Yeah.
This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the